Cassidy?
Thank you.
You just here personal? Does this affect your land? Yes.
With one stroke of the pen, if you approve this pipeline, you're opening up the entire eastern and mid-state portions of New York for gas drilling in the Marcellus Shale. We do not want it. We do not need it. I understand pipeline construction will disturb more than 1,500 acres of land, over half of that permanently. That's a lot of trees, flowers, animals, birds, frogs, snakes, fish, butterflies, and crickets. Not to mention people, people's farms, their backyards. We heard about them tonight. Investments, dreams, also the bones and the artifacts of their ancestors. Yes, maybe my ancestors, maybe yours. Your FERC representative, Moniana, told me that New York City and Boston needs this gas. But I don't understand his reasoning, since there's a glut of natural gas from extensive shale gas drilling. So much so that the price of gas has gotten so low that it's even too expensive to drill new wells. There are already several ways to get Pennsylvania gas to the East Coast by using the existing Millennium and Tennessee line, possibly the Dominion, even the transcontinental line owned by Williams. You need to determine, truly determine, why those lines or co-location along those rights of way are not feasible. It would seem to me co-locating might be cheaper than running a brand new lineup through Virgin New York territory, where many hundreds of residents will be impacted. Here they are, including hundreds who may have their precious land taken by eminent domain, not for the public good, but for the private profit of fossil fuel corporations. They already make huge profits. Sure, people will receive something for giving up their easement rights forever, willingly or not, but those payments will be a pittance compared to the money that will be made by Williams and all the gas-related companies that would use it. I guess there will be no payments made to all the wildlife and the waterways that will be displaced. We do not want the inevitable heavy industry of gas drilling that will ensue, bringing gathering lines and compressor stations and destroying our environment, polluting our air, water, soil, affecting our health and our peaceful existence. Williams has said two things about gathering gas from our region. In May, they told their investors this pipeline would give, quote, access to abundant new shale supply sources. That's us in New York. Plus the, quote, opportunity to serve LNG exports. And that's all Americans who will have to pay lots more for gas because prices are set on the international market. Then they told us, the people, no such things will happen. Just as a reminder of another two-faced corporate position, Chesapeake Energy never told the people from whom they leased land about the possible disastrous effects that could occur from horizontal drilling. But they did notify their investors about the hazards in their 2008 SEC filing. I won't read it all, maybe you already know it, a lot of us know it. Quote, oil and natural gas operations are subject to many risks, including well blowouts, cratering and explosions, pipe failures, fires, formations with abnormal pressures, uncontrollable flows of oil, natural gas, brine or well fluids, and other environmental hazards and risks. And it goes on. There is inherent risk of incurring significant environmental costs and liabilities in our exploration and production operations. And near the end, of course, it says, our insurance may not be adequate to cover casualty losses or liabilities. Also, in the future, we may not be able to obtain insurance at premium levels that justify its purchase. Those risks and hazards have come to pass. We read about them a lot. Pennsylvania, across the country. These pipes will bring them here. Therefore, in addition to studying the cumulative environmental, economic, and social effects of the pipeline itself, all up and down its projected 121 miles, I ask that you study the cumulative effects of the full build-out of the gas industry in our entire region, because that will be the true impact of this pipeline. Good luck with it, because as far as we've been able to determine, our own New York DEC has not managed to do that. Please take into account the Fifth Amendment of our U.S. Constitution. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Again, thank you for this opportunity.